Yeah, but even the shape of your face has changed.
No, it's not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face.
Money invites desire, but desire can burn out of control when surgery promises a shortcut to perfection. In the glittery world of celebrities, one wrong cut can shatter an entire identity, and the price is paid in irreversible scars. Hang Myoku. Hang Myoku was once a rising model with a gentle singing voice that lit up stages. At 28, she tried her first cosmetic tweak, craving smooth skin. The results felt like magic, and she wanted more right away. She even moved to Japan, hopping from clinic to clinic, chasing that fleeting thrill of improvement. Surgeons soon noticed the swelling, the stretched pores, the anxious look in her eyes, and one after another told her to stop. Refusal only fueled her obsession. Back in South Korea, her face had grown so odd that her own mother burst into tears at the airport. Hang sought psychiatric care, but skipped appointments when doctors begged her to slow down. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke's tragedy started in the boxing ring, not the casting studio. The tough kid from New York swapped scripts for gloves and chased glory under harsh lights. He finished 8 professional fights without a loss, but his victories came at a brutal price. 2 smashed noses, a sunken cheekbone, and a tongue split down the middle left him in agony. Determined to save his career, he turned to plastic surgeons. 5 nose reconstructions tried to restore his profile, and plates were set to lift his cheek. He hoped each operation would reveal the handsome rebel audiences adored. Instead, swelling scar tissue and misplaced cartilage drew his features into unfamiliar angles. Fans barely recognized him on red carpets, and critics whispered about the man behind the mask. Anastasia Polishchuk begins. Think DIY projects are harmless? Anastasia Polishchuk took do-it-yourself beauty to extremes no one imagined. The Kiev influencer filled her timeline with Botox, veneers, lipo, chin files, and jaw chisels like they were grocery items. Yet routine fixes were not enough. So she grabbed needles and fillers and turned her bedroom into her own clinic. At 26, she set up a home lab, watched online tutorials, doused her tools in alcohol, and injected filler into her own face as confidently as a seasoned doctor. Each month, she pumped more substance into her cheeks, watching them swell into sharp ledges that dominated every photo. Friends begged her to stop. Doctors warned of nerve damage. Yet she doubled her dosage proudly. She believed world fame awaited the woman with record-sized cheekbones. Regine Naranizing's heartbreak began with hope for a smooth feminine contour. In 2005, she trusted the Duchess, an unlicensed injector famous in underground Miami salons for cheap fillers. Regine thought she was getting medical silicone, but days later her face ballooned, hardened, and turned purple. Horrified, she watched cement-like lumps form under her skin, giving her cheeks a rocky surface. Ashamed, Regine hid inside her apartment for almost 7 years. Depression deepened until she found the courage to seek help on the reality show Botched. Surgeons scanned her face and saw bright flecks of tire sealant trapped in muscle. Hours of surgery carved out the toxic goo, smoothed tissue, and rebuilt her natural lines. After multiple rounds, her face softened. Those scars remain as lasting reminders. Today, Regine tours community centers, warning that bargain beauty can steal more than money. It can steal your spirit. Her resilience shines brighter than any filler could, proving survival can be its own makeover. Simon Cowell, the judge feared for blunt critiques. Learn how it feels when the world critiques you instead. Determined to freeze time, he filled his face until his grin stiffened into a plastic-like mask. Memes spread faster than his talent shows, and the media compared him to a wax statue. The tipping point came at home. Little Eric recoiled, asking why Dad looked scary. That innocent moment shattered Simon's denial. He rushed to specialists who dissolved filler, relaxed tension, and mapped out healthier habits. Gone are the dramatic tweaks. In their place are balanced meals, early morning park runs, and gallons of water. Simon now jokes that his greatest makeover was learning to say no to the next needle. His journey proves that chasing eternal youth can rob you of the face you earn through life. Final thought for this segment. Every case in this list shouts the same warning. Cosmetic shortcuts can become lifelong traps when caution disappears. Neven Sanovic. Croatian celebrity stylist Neven Sanovic lives for camera flashes and clinic lights. At 45, he had stacked up cosmetic tweaks like runway outfits, but his third nose job sent him sprinting into disaster. Hoping to slash costs by half, he boarded a budget flight to Tehran and booked a bargain clinic that promised a perfect profile overnight. The surgery seemed smooth until he landed back in Belgrade and felt stabbing pressure below the belt that simply would not fade. Rapper Cardi B never hides her scars, and her raw confession during an Instagram live session left millions gasping. She explained that surgeons had only weeks earlier sliced into her hips and removed dangerous, but fillers packed with 95% biopolymer. She warned fans, never under any circumstances opt for this procedure, and her fear is grounded in tragedy. Back when she was dancing for tips, she paid $800 to an unlicensed injector working in a basement, and the mystery substance can migrate through blood, clog lungs, and shut down hearts. The same injector was later tied to a fatal case where another woman died after identical cheap fillers entered her bloodstream. Cardi said she felt sick when she heard that news and booked removal as soon as her schedule allowed. Recovery was brutal, involving drains, bruises, and weeks of compression garments, yet she calls it the best decision she ever made. Katie Price. British media tornado Katie Price may hold the unofficial record for the most openly discussed makeovers in showbiz. She started as fresh-faced glamour model Jordan, but at 30 she dove into implants, lifts, and fillers with unstoppable force. The frenzy began in 1999 when she leaped from a modest 32B to a headline-grabbing 32DD, pairing the new bust with a sleeker nose. By 2006, she joked, "I'm basically plastic now," and pushed even harder. In 2016, she puffed up her lips so much that pronouncing certain words felt stiff. And by 2018, her shiny frozen face at the National Television Awards left fans rechecking the red carpet guide just to confirm her name. One expert, Dr. Scophilax, admitted he felt real worry for her health and begged her to slow down. Katie laughs off the concern and insists she will do whatever it takes to match the dream image in her mind, even if it means more operations next year. Donatella Versace. Italian fashion powerhouse Donatella Versace rules runways with fearless energy, and her face had become almost as famous as her luxurious gowns. In her late 60s, she flaunts skin smoother than satin, a razor-slim nose, and cheeks so plump they glow under camera flashes. Experts whisper that heavy Botox locks her forehead in a constant shine, while tiny implants may lift her mid-face and sharpen her jawline. Cosmetic director Mark Norfolk once said it is rare for any woman that age to show zero lines and half-shut eyes, adding that the glassy gleam in her 2014 photos screams injectable overload. Her unbending confidence proves that fashion is not just fabric. It can reshape flesh itself. Jackie Stallone. Astrologer, fitness guru, and mother of action hero Sylvester, Jackie stormed past 90 while dancing on her toes and pumping iron. Yet she admits the mirror sometimes startles her after too many experimental injections puffed her cheeks until she looked like a chipmunk with walnuts. Jackie spent decades testing fillers, facelifts, and implants, hoping each tweak would erase time. Instead, uneven swelling changed the angles of her jaw and tightened her lips so much that smiling felt strange. Michael Jackson. No celebrity transformation shocked the planet more than the king of pop. Childhood photos capture a bright-faced kid with a wide nose and deep brown skin, while images before his passing in 2009 reveal a sculpted figure so pale and angular that some viewers did a double take. His odyssey began with a single rhinoplasty in 1979, and rumor says he was so nervous he asked Sister LaToya to test the surgeon first. Once he saw her smooth result, he rushed in for his own slim bridge, and an obsession sparked that day. Doctors who later handled the superstar claimed he returned every 2 months for another tweak. Surgeon Wallace Goodstein said the team performed multiple nose reductions, cheek implants, eyelid lifts, chin clefts, and skin treatments that might total 100 separate procedures. Rodrigo Alves, now Jessica Alves. Jessica Alves has made headlines around the world, not just for her bold look, but for the price she's paid to get it. Born in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1983, Jessica came from a wealthy family with ties to agriculture, shopping malls, and real estate. But even with all that privilege, she didn't feel like herself. Assigned male at birth, Jessica says she always felt feminine, even as a toddler. "I was already playing with dolls at age 3, she said. Jessica began altering her appearance early and never stopped. Over the years, she has undergone more than 103 cosmetic procedures, with 51 of them being plastic surgeries, costing over £500,000.